Previously on the Janice Dickinson Modeling Agency.
Watch out for PETA!
Janice and her models turned heads on Hollywood Boulevard.
Expert for fashion!
Then,
Oh, not you again.
a loyal agency client
Christian Audigier is one of the most important clients this agency has ever seen.
offered a huge job in Vegas.
It's gonna be, I believe, 700 seats, you know?
Good God.
And it's gonna be wow.
But a partner showdown
We're booked for two exist. They can't leave the
Peter,
booth.
you need to leave the set. You need to leave the set.
If he books JP and Dominic, I'm gonna have a serious problem on my hand.
could have cost more than the job.
This is putting my relationship with an important client at jeopardy.
Tonight,
Personally, very pissed off.
tension between Janice and Peter will come to a head.
Keep him away from me.
And with big stakes in Vegas, the antics
Lemonade with vodka? A little bit. No. You know what? No.
and attitudes of the models loose in Sin City.
I was just like, why are you guys just being so obnoxious?
I'm here to work for Ed Hardy, not to lay by the pool.
And client relations on the rocks.
I don't know if you guys aren't communicating or not.
Janice will hit her breaking point.
I'm just not happy with what's going on personally.
And sets in motion a master plan that will transform the agency forever.
All I can say is everything is about to change.
Tonight on the Janice Dickinson Modeling Agency.
Next, take your shirt off. Look at this. All the women go nuts over this one. I love this guy. Oh, look at Danny. He's 18. Come on, Dominic.
Christian Audigier, one of the most important clients that this agency has ever seen, was casting for a project. A huge fashion trade show that happens once a year in Vegas, where the hot and trendy clothing designers show their stuff to potential buyers.
That is who?
Peyton, we love him. JP's a star. Do you believe his body? What are you doing?
Just touch his balls.
What is wrong with you? Do you have the crabs? Do you think that's sexy? No, that is not cool. You don't walk to that and run away and grab your like that. You know, I never want to see that again. All right, just don't do it.
I want to see JP, Michael, Dominic, Peyton, and Rodrigo.
I hate to do this, Janice.
Okay.
These two guys are booked for a show. They cannot leave that show and do this.
Peter came crashing in. Not only was he an embarrassment to me and the agency, he could possibly jeopardize a job for JP and Dominic.
They're booked for two exist. They can't
Peter,
leave the
you need
booth.
to leave the set. I'm so sorry. This is not your scene. Goodbye. So sorry.
It's not a scene, Janice. It's the business.
This one and this one.
This one.
Means what? If they're going to exist?
When Peter came in and said that I was booked for To Exist, that's the first I ever heard about even going to Vegas.
Forget that just happened. Let's continue with this.
They're not booked.
They're not booked. It's just being a dick.
I convinced Christian to trust me and book any model that he wanted. I'll get to the bottom of this mess later.
Congratulations, you've booked an Ed Hardy show,
nice to
which
you.
is major. Applause.
Yeah, let's.
In the end, he booked 10 models, including JP and Dominic, which is 6 more than he had originally planned. That is a huge compliment, not only for the agency, but for my models as well.
Guys, this is really cool that the Janice Dickinson Modeling Agency is going to be represented along with Christian Audigier in Las Vegas.
Thanks to you guys.
Thank you so much, Christian. Thank you so much.
Now, there is no way in the world a client is ever going to let him take half a day off of those 2 days and do something else. As soon as I left the casting, I called my office just to confirm that JP and Dominic are already booked for To Exist on his campaign. Prior to the Ed Hardy casting, I told Janice, leave Dominic and JP out. We should never put models in front of a client that are on hold or are already booked during the same time period. In this situation, JP was on hold for a fashion show at the same time, and Dominic was already confirmed. Christian Audigier, Ed Hardy. He's a friend, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to call him and just apologize that my partner decided to go ahead and put some people on a casting that shouldn't have been there. I don't know what else to do. Janice is always sort of making these unilateral decisions, and then sort of trying to let me pick up the pieces that she messes up. And it's starting to really piss me off. She knows that you're already booked for another client?
After the casting, there was so much confusion, so Peter came up to Dominic and myself to explain everything that was going on.
Maybe it's because her and Christian are friends and she thought she could just piss off to exist, but you're on a guaranteed one-year contract with them, and you're at their show. You're their main guy.
Peter basically pulled me aside and said, hey, Dominic, this is business. You can't do it. So my feelings towards that is going to these other castings is basically a waste of time because I can't do anything. So I'm not happy about it, but then again, I'm coming in with a good attitude, and hopefully we can work things out and I can do both jobs.
You, the client, was trying to confirm you this morning because you were already working a couple times with them, and she may not have known that, but I'm still apologize for that confusion too.
You know, it's really weird and confusing for a lot of us models because we wonder where the communication between Janice and Peter lies. I want to make sure I book something, but I have a feeling like I might not get anything. It was just weird and disturbing right in front of the client, you know?
Well, you know what?
I didn't know anything about it.
Unfortunately, I don't know what else to do. I think the strain on Janice and my relationship is now finally trickling down to the models. I noticed that they don't know really which way to go, who to turn to for answers. I don't want models to take sides. Janice and I need to resolve our problems in a professional way, and I hope she can do it. Sorry.
No, it's okay. No, it'll work out. It'll be good. I guess it's a better predicament to be in than not to be in one at all.
100% correct.
If I get a chance to go to Vegas, that'd totally make my day. The only thing is that Rodrigo was cast for the Ed Hardy show as well, so he's definitely going. And since our date a few weeks ago, we really haven't spoken to each other. If we go to Vegas together, I can already foresee that there's going to be some kind of awkwardness between us. He's nice and all that, and he's a really good-looking guy, but I'm not in the right place right now to be dating, so I just kind of pretend like it never happened. Hopefully, he kind of just forgets about it, and maybe we can be friends.
As excited as I am for Vegas, I'm sure Janice is going to do everything she can, like she always does, to try to cause some kind of an issue for me. I think from day one when I met Janice, she kind of picked me out as her punching bag.
You have such beautiful long legs. Why would you want to hide them in tucked-in jeans and boots?
I understand.
Does that make any sense to you?
No, it does. I apologize.
You don't have to apologize. Just don't do it again.
And she's stuck with it. I mean, in one way or another, she always tries to find something that's not good enough.
Desiree, you look orange. Is that from a bottle?
Nope.
You're orange.
Okay, we've been over this. And I said, okay.
I'm in a jumpsuit.
I'm not gonna let Janice get away with treating me the way she does. And a lot of the things she says I'll let go because it's not worth my time. But then again, there's some things that I'm just not gonna stand for.
I didn't get picked for the Ed Hardy shoot. I was pretty bummed about it. And, neither did Tracy, who I thought was really cute.
They're like Tracy, bro. Oh, bro, I like Tracy. Tracy's my favorite girl.
Tracy mentioned that she is attracted to Kehoe. No! I might as well just let go!
So I decided to turn a negative into a positive and ask her out. So, with everybody around and everything's kind of, you know what I mean, like hard to get to know each other. I just think, I'm asking you to dinner, Tracy. Would you like to go to dinner?
You are?
Yes.
I was really shocked because we're friends and I wanted to keep it professional, but at the same time, it's like, what do I have to lose?
Yeah, let's go to dinner.
Okay.
Give me 5.
Good. I don't know where to go.
We'll get to know each other better?
Can I give you a hug?
Yeah, you can give me a hug. Key, you're so sweet.
Thanks.
Hot.